See, anything you find out that you don't really know about, maybe there's a particular thing that is happening or a particular thing, and anytime they do research about that thing, just try to find out about that thing. One of my distant auntie gave birth to a particular child. This child was very fair, like fair, but they found out that when the child, as the child is very little, baby, the child is always bringing her tongue out, like always. Then, like when it's time for her to sit down, she couldn't sit down. She was 5 months and she's not even able to sit down. When it was time for her to walk, she could not even walk. Like just like all her bones were just there. So you know what? Those people never knew anything about cerebral palsy. Listen, I'm talking about it happened, was it 15 years ago? It had much information about all this autism and all those special children kind of thing, the way it is now. So you know what they labeled this child? They labeled this child, they said this child is a snake. They said this child is a snake child. And like this, all these snake children they be. See as it fair, see as they white, like they break tongue, they come out. And then she usually go through seizures. She usually go through seizures to be like, hey, speaking of snake picking, oh, hey, way. Nobody knew anything about, special children. Even if there was anything like special children, the only thing we know about was autism, and normally referred to as imbecile. But this particular child is not autism. Now, cerebral palsy, they worry this became. But nobody knew. Nobody knew. That was like, some people are now advising the mom that this pikin, if you carry this pikin, go river. Go drop this pikin. If you just go hide, you say this pikin go turn to snake. But my auntie couldn't do it. There was a time we all came back, festive period, we all came back to our compound. Everybody was sleeping. Around 3 a.m. we just heard shouts. What happened? Everybody ran towards the direction of the shout. He's convulsing. Like she's convulsing. Hey! That was how they entered car, took a panic now. They were night driving. We almost drove into, pothole. We almost entered into a ditch. By the time they got to hospital, the baby was okay. So this thing kept on happening till my auntie now gave that child to her mother-in-law. Not quite long. Was it after 2 years? We heard that the child died. What happened to the child? We don't know. We don't even know what happened. But what I'm trying to pull is that then we weren't aware. They weren't aware that this is what is happening to their child. They just labeled that child snake child. If they were to be aware that this child is a special needs kid and need all the care and attention she can get, I think they will be able to do better. They would be able to do better. But they followed those traditional stuff. Oh, she's a snake child, she's not normal, and the rest. So if anything is happening to you, try to do your research very well.